Change Part 2. This song is heavier. This song has some weight. Side note, we're like halfway through the album now, and I'm a little sad. Like, oh no, the journey's almost over. We gotta review something else. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is start with the music and then shift over to the lyrics. And then I'm gonna go back, turn over here, turn over there. Okay, so from the start, when you press play, you're introduced to RM's vocal, which I'm finding that he has this signature breathiness that he's able to bring to his vocals, and it adds some texture. But when that music starts, it's like, it's gritty, it's got a whole lot of attitude, a lot. And the pulse of the song is quite interesting because the main kick drum seems to be coming in like right before right before the beginning of a new measure, which creates this revving up, like engine-like sensation. Like you start gritty, and then the pre-hook becomes more bouncy, a little more pop, but brighter overall. And then it gets a bit jazzy, a little more soulful. But I'm gonna save my thought about the end for the end. Okay, now lyrically, this is where a lot of that weight comes in. Verse 1 seems to be about people change, love, but then being fooled, and it happening more than once. The pre-hook, which is probably my favorite lyrical section, it seems to be more from RM's perspective on his own change. Past interviews, information that's about me online. Who is that person? I don't recognize that person. I'm different than that person. Now the ending is haunting. Somebody about to come from like around the corner. I don't know. The vocals are front and center because there aren't many instruments playing at this time. It might only be a keyboard, some sort of keys, and even that is minimal. But because of that, it adds a lot of space and it gives you room to consider what he's saying. Like, there will be grief. You can't love somebody like I do. Whew. Ultimately, it adds to this narrative of change. Again, these are just my takes from it, my perspective, and overall, I found it very interesting. It's a change of pace from the rest of the songs up to this point, but it's also like a palate cleanser. It kind of washes away the patterns that lead up to it, and it opens the door for something new for the rest of the album, which I think is very smart to place it here in terms of the track list. This song makes me want to write like a journal entry and just pour out. Overall, this is an intimate song, and I appreciate RM for having the courage to put something out that sounds and feels this raw.